Welcome back, Legendary Potato here, and today I'm going to be going over 5 tips and tricks or life hacks that you can use for Minecraft in survival mode. And these were things that that can probably help you in survival mode in some sort of way or another. Maybe you knew them, maybe you didn't know them, or you can become more aware of how great they are. So I hope you guys will enjoy the video. Of course, if you do, make sure you do leave a like on it. But let's get right into these here. So these are all really helpful, at least in my opinion, for Minecraft survival. Don't really apply too much to creative mode, but let's get right into the first one here, which is going to apply to looting. So you're probably familiar with looting. What it does is it increases the amount of stuff that mobs can drop, so that being like any sort of mob, whether it's passive, aggressive, or anything like that. But you might not have known is that you can actually kind of take advantage of the way looting works, and you can actually make it work out a little bit better. So what we're going to do, we're going to use a bow and a looting sword. So standard, like what you would normally do is you would kill a mob with the looting sword, you would get additional loot. But if you kill a mob from a distance, let's say you killed a zombie from a distance, but then you go and you pull out your looting sword right as it kills the zombie, then you'll actually get the additional loot. So let's go ahead and do it there, and I think mob loot's actually off. So let's go ahead and turn that on real quick before we do anything else. There we go. So let's try that again. We'll try it on the skeleton, of course, by doing that. Gonna hit him again. But what you're going to see is that we get more loot than we would normally get. So you would never normally get 4 arrows or 4 bones from a normal hit. That's because we have the looting 3. And so this can apply to all the mobs, of course. So we have to hit these guys twice. That's just the way it is. But it still works on the looting. Just only got 2 there. But what basically this means is that you don't have to use the looting, or you don't have to use the durability on your sword. You can use it on your bow instead. So you can save the sword durability, and I mean, arrows are really easy to get. So what's the loss in that, right? So especially for wither skeletons, you can go ahead and save yourself a lot of trouble, which I kind of failed there. So I don't know, something interesting is that looting 3 is really great. So I don't know, that's something to keep in mind there. As you can see, we got 5 pork chops. That's pretty awesome. So just get rid of all this sort of stuff. I'll put these back in my, I don't need to, so we'll just get rid of that. But we'll move on here to the next one, which is going to be down here. So, I don't know, we got this kind of cool path to do everything. And so what this is going to be is it's going to be about furnaces. So, you're probably familiar with furnaces. You use some sort of fuel, you cook your stuff, you get something out of it. And usually it's like, okay, so you'll probably use something like wood or coal, something like that. So, I don't know, sometimes people like to put in wood in there. You can put in a bunch of wood, which is really easy to get. Not too great of a furnace fuel, of course. You can use coal, and it's slightly better. It can do 8 per thing, and like wood does like, I don't know, 1.5 or something. It's kind of a weird number. So you can use the coal as well. And then some other players like to use blocks of coal, which do so many more per thing. I don't remember how many. It's like 72 per coal block, so there's actually a little bit that you're saving there, so it's pretty great. But if you go and you use a lava bucket, you get 100 smelts per 1 lava bucket. So I can smelt all of that just with 1 lava bucket. And honestly, lava is not that hard to get, keeping in mind that the entire nether is full of lava. So if you go and you get tons of lava buckets, you can pretty much fill up your furnaces for a very long time, which I think is really helpful, of course. So you don't have to go and waste your hard-earned coal. You don't have to go mine tons of this so you can go smelt stuff. You can keep onto that for your torches or whatever you want to do with it. You don't have to go and make it all into coal blocks and use all your cool coal blocks. Coal, honestly, you don't need to use it. If you can just get a bunch of lava and you're willing to use that instead, which is much more efficient, then you'll have a much better time, I would say. So that is the second one. It's a pretty cool one. Let's move on to the third one here, which is going to be down over this way, which is going to involve, oh, I didn't jump on those, okay, doesn't matter, which is going to involve the sheep, of course. So sheep here, or I guess not really sheep, but the pen of the sheep, because what we can use is we can use fences, and we can also use carpets on top of those fences, and we can jump on top of it, which normally you can't jump on top of a fence. You can try all you want, but it's not going to work out too well. I guess technically you could with an elytra, but most of the time you're not going to be able to unless you like have a slab here. But this also means is that mobs can't get over. But if you put a carpet on top, suddenly you can jump on top of it. So you kind of can take advantage of that. And so only players can access this way. So only players can jump on top of this. And so that being said, is that if you have mobs inside of a pen here, you can get in really easily, but they can't get out at all. So they'll be stuck in here. very helpful for making pens. So you don't have to use those fence gates or anything like that. You can use carpets, and it's a really great thing. So works on any mob in the game. Won't be able to use this, so really helpful there, of course. But let's move on to the next one, which is over this way. So we're gonna make a super cool epic jump for this. You guys ready for this? Watch this. Ooh, you see that? Here we go. We're going all the way down. So we're gonna come all the way down to our mine. So we'll just pretend this is an actual mine. So let's say you're strip mining. You're trying to find some diamonds. Like, ooh, okay, piece of diamond. Ooh, piece of diamond. Cool. Okay, so we found some diamonds. But if you take a dog with you, then you'll be able to increase your chances of finding diamonds by just a little bit more. If there happens to be a mob inside of a cave nearby, then the mob, or I guess the dog, is going to try and locate it. So sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work. It doesn't seem like it's working necessarily, but the dog will jump up and down against the wall. So I'm going to go into survival, see if that does anything. But basically what happens is the dog can locate other mines, and so if you go and see if the dog's like jumping up against a wall, that means they've seen some sort of mob or something, and you can get some more diamonds, or you can find caves, whatever you can find. I think that's helpful. So the dog isn't doing it. Let me just show you guys, of course, what it's supposed to do, which there's supposed to be a cave somewhere over this way that the mob's supposed to detect. Like there's a skeleton or two in here, and you can find some extra diamonds doing this. I mean, I set this cave up, but it could happen. A dog could detect the mobs inside of here through the wall. They can detect pretty far away. So that's the thing, of course. Like mobs, you know, like when they interact with wolves, the wolves kind of go after them. And so when they see that, then that's kind of a cool thing there. So you could potentially find extra caves like this, find extra diamonds. A little bit helpful there. So take your dogs with you, but be careful of lava, of course, and other things, because, you know, they can die. But you can heal them up with steak or whatever, or rotten flesh, whatever you want to use to heal them up. But yeah, let's see if our dog wins this fight. Do we have to help out? We might have to help out. There we go. Alright, saved the dog. We're all good. So I'm going to make you sit down. You don't want to come with us. Alright, there we go. So let's move on to the last one here, which is going to involve the end. So let's go into the end here. So goodbye, dog. Nice knowing you. And let's go into exactly what we're going to do with that. So the end is a pretty cool place. Obviously, you go and you fight the Ender Dragon here. Usually bring some bows, arrows, whatever you're going to do, swords. But one of the items that pretty much nobody ever thinks of bringing is snowballs. That's right, snowballs. Hear me out on this one, alright? You can use snowballs to do basically the same things you can do with your super cool bow. Watch this, alright? You see that? Oh, I missed. Okay, that was kind of anticlimactic. There we go. Okay. But you can use snowballs, and you can snipe these things, and it's not quite the same as using a bow. You'll have to kind of figure it out a little bit. But I think this is actually really helpful, and the range isn't as good. But you can save yourself some arrows if arrows are tight for you. Then you can do that. So just bring a couple stacks of these and you'll be all set. And you can just save yourself some arrows. You can throw these, spam these everywhere, and you can eventually get that. Really easy, I think. And you can also damage the Ender Dragon with these as well, I believe. So, oh, no, you can't. Okay, I lied to you. Don't use those to attack the Ender Dragon. You'll be very sad. But you can use these to take out the end crystals. Sometimes a little bit easier than using the bow. Sometimes a little bit harder. Kind of depends on how you do it. But yeah, we can also try and shoot it through that. I don't know how well it's going to work out for us, but yeah, there it is there. So obviously for these, not going to work out too well unless you like go over here, you break some of these, you run away. Then you could do it. But I don't know. Like I think snowballs are very helpful. You can use them for this sort of thing. I mean, I can't seem to get it. There we go. We got it. And then let's see if I can shoot it up like this and get it inside of there. It's probably way too precise. Nah, it doesn't seem like it. But you can do that. And you can take out all your end crystals doing this. That was never going to happen in a million years, I guess. Okay. But yeah, so you can take out the end crystals. Doesn't seem like you can fight the Ender Dragon, so you'll be very sad about that. But you can save yourself some arrows, so you don't have to waste them on the crystals. You can then use them on the dragon instead, so you can have them all nice and handy there. I don't know, in case you don't have many, but like, I don't know, it might make the fight easier, it might make it harder for you, but if you really want to save those arrows, then snowballs might be an easy thing to get. They're really not that hard, and might make the fight a little bit better for you. But yeah, that is all the tricks for this video. Hope you guys did enjoy the video, of course. If you did, make sure you do leave a like on it. It does help out the channel a lot. Lets me know guys did appreciate it, of course. A like does help out. And if you guys want to see more videos like these, let me know. And let me know which one was your favorite down in the comments. Or if you think I missed anything, maybe for a part 2, let me know as well. But I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good one, guys, and peace